No, it's not. I can't. Where'd you go? Denise just kicked me.
Don't kick me. I hate kicking me. I'm ugly.
There's a baby. There's Denise. I feel something eating away at my skin. Just like the last weekend.
Takes home awards for this performance in 1999.
Yes.
Out in front, the beautiful ID shield, which provided by P.D. Mechanical and Rialto, and the band sax sousaphone provided by Rialto New Rotary Club. The Marching Coyotes perform under the leadership of drum major William Redson. Color guard advisor Miss Angie Stewart. The unit is directed by Miss Jody Nolan. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the beautiful band from Rialto, Priscilla Middle School Marching Coyotes. Sanchez a little what time. And we got Carl Wolfram over here. Oh, what a friend. And right in front of us, we got this group.
Saltos High School and Principal Donald White are pleased to present, under the direction of Mark Gunderson and assisted by Cheryl Caruth, the Conquer Entertainment Unit. Tonight we present the first two acts of our tournament-filled production entitled Brasileiro. We open with Cantos da Tres Razas and conclude with Mañas de Carnaval, trumpet soloist Alan Way. Brasileiro was designed by Don Gallagher with musical arrangements by Dale Lehman, Stuart Pompel, and Dave Hinkle. The Conquers are led on the field this evening by Drum Major Bobby Lee, Assistant Drum Major Martin Indrajana, Dance Team Captain Karen Chang, and Color Guard Captain Alana Thatcher. And now, from Hacienda Heights, California, Los Altos High School proudly presents Las Canciones de los Conquistadores, the Song of the Conquerors. Los Altos High School, the judges are ready.
Thank you.
by Range and Rivers, featuring two American standards, Home in the Range and Shenandoah. Our final act, Manifest Destiny, highlights the pioneering spirit that has defined America in the 1800s. The drum majors of the Blue Star Regiment are Jason Cardone and Mike Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Star Regiment from Riverside, California. North High School, the judges are ready. Perilous Skies, the music of Norman Del Gioio and David Holsinger. The soloists this evening are Jason Wogmuth on alto horn, Andrew Lucer on trumpet, Charlene Hurst on alto horn, Matt Hansen on trombone, and Alex Easton on euphonium. The Marching Eagle Regiment is under the student leadership of Color Guard Captains Gabrielle Roca and Kanisha Burton. The percussion captains are Nathaniel Warren and Stephen Alvarez. And now, under the field leadership of Julie Sheesby and Heidi Richter, please welcome the Etiwanda High School Marching Eagle Regiment. Etiwanda High School, the judges are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have another round of applause for Etiwanda High School. Thank you, Etiwanda High School.
Action-packed in our pageantry captains, Natalie Howison and Elizabeth Oberg. And now, get ready to take the plunge as the 77th Cavalry proudly presents Into the Raging River.
Chino High School, the judges are ready.
Estoy enojada.
You until your case is settled. Call
Band Awards. Band Awards. Class 4A. Class 4A, second place, the score of 76.50, Altaloma High School. Now we're going to go to auxiliary sweepstakes. Auxiliary sweepstakes. With a very good score of 83.9. 83.9, the auxiliary sweepstakes goes to Chino High School. We don't have a score because scores are on a recap sheet, but this is just outstanding percussion of the day. Goes to the fine percussion performance from Valencia High School. And I'll tell you, a cymbal in the stand is a lot better than a trophy any day. You can use this all the time. Release, excitement, get the crowd on their feet and all that stuff. With a fine score of 320, general effects goes to Etiwanda High School. I'm keeping you guessing. Music sweepstakes. Music sweepstakes with a very fine score of 420. Music sweepstakes, which is the most important award to the band director, believe me, goes to Chino High School. .65, 87.65 goes to Chino High School. For the band director. The envelope for the band director. So, the band director gets the envelope and the kids get the award. And grand sweepstakes with a score of 89.25. 89.25 goes to the fine band from Etiwanda High School. Let's give the grand sweepstakes winner a hand. Everybody always applauds somebody that beats them. Always applause.
Hello?
Yes, security, ma'am. There's a Lieutenant Calder, LAPD, to see you.
Does he have ID?
Well, we'd like to ask you a few questions. There was a crime committed last night.
What crime?
Benjamin Nash was murdered last night.
Benjamin. Dead.
Yes.
Thank you, God.
And your vehicle remained in the parking structure the entire time?
I've already told you. I was in the library from the end of my last class until 10:30.
Nobody else has another set of keys?
No,
You didn't happen to get a receipt from the garage, something with a timestamp, maybe?
I'm faculty. I have a parking pass.
There was a considerable amount of mud on the rear tires and fender of your car. Have you taken it off-road lately?
There's construction going on all over campus. The roads are a mess.
Lieutenant, my client has nothing more to say. Either you book her or we're out of here.
I'd like to ask her a few more questions about the jeans we found.
Sorry, no.
May I remind you, Counselor, your client came here voluntarily?
And she's leaving voluntarily now.
Dr. Kendi, don't go anywhere.
I have no reason to, Lieutenant.
What is wrong with you? Any low-life street hood knows not to talk to the police. You let them search your house and car?
I had nothing to hide.
Everybody has something to hide, and they're entitled to. That's what privacy is about. But once you weigh that right, they can dig into anything they find.
What could they find?
Oh, you said they hauled away things from your car. You are not getting it. This is very serious.
No, you're not getting it. He's dead. Benjamin Nash is finally out of my life.
Yes, and you could be accused of arranging it.
Oh, stop. They're not charging me with anything.
Michael said that there was blood all over the place. The coroner's offices, there were 6 pints of blood all over the walls and floors. No human being can lose that much and live. And from what I can gather, they think that either you or someone working for you probably disposed of you. And don't think that they can't prosecute for murder without a body. They can and do. You need a good lawyer.
What's wrong with you?
No, you need a criminal lawyer.
You're trying to scare me, right? You don't really think I'm in trouble?
The time to get counsel is before the trouble. Look, I want you to talk to Trevor Keegan right away. No matter how upset you are, he is the best.
Upset? He's dead. I haven't been this happy in years.
Well, Ms. Kendall.
Mr. Keegan.
Philip Parrish.
How are you? Please, have a seat. Why don't we get the uglies out of the way first? The cost of the defense. The cost of this defense will be $80,000. Do we have a problem?
Mr. Keegan, the university just put me on a leave of absence. I'm not even sure I have a job left.
I'll handle the finances, Rebecca. There's no problem.
I can't let you do that.
This is first-degree murder we're looking at. And by the way, if we get it knocked down to manslaughter, there's no rebate.
All right. Anything you tell me here is privileged. It goes with me to the grave. I've looked through this police report. There are a few questions I'd like to ask you. Did you ever visit Benjamin Nash at his house?
Of course not.
Final forensic report found strands of your hair on his bedroom carpet. Fingerprints were discovered in a vase in the kitchen.
He'd always steal things from me. Jewelry, books. Probably a hairbrush. This went on for years. No matter how many times I moved, no matter how many times I changed the locks, he'd always find a way in.
The police found tire tracks matching yours at the Shoal Canyon landfill. It's just a few minutes from Nash's house.
I was on campus all evening.
And the blood on your jeans?
What are you getting at?
Oh, you're an intelligent woman, college professor. You understand that my ability to defend you increases proportionally with my grasp of the true facts of this case. You kill him?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's a shame. I could probably gotten you off a hell of a lot easier if you had. Phil, do you mind if I call you Phil? You're very important to us. In fact,